Elias slammed his palm against the throne dais panel. Sparks flew from the override port. The shield hummed its azure field warping around Queen Saren Keith's coronet-clad form. A hidden discharge coil pulsed red beneath the deck plating. Assassin's work, jury-rigged to fry her neural crown mid-oath. His multi-tool bit into the access seam. Human fingers, steady under pressure, pried the panel free. Wires snaked out like venomous vines. He yanked the power conduit. The shield died with a pop, no discharge. Saren's violet eyes locked on his from the throne, fierce gratitude flashing across her scaled features. The court gasped. Thousands of alien nobles in the vast chamber leaned forward, their iridescent robes rustling like dry leaves. Chancellor Vera Mole surged from her podium. Treason. The human tampers with sacred defenses. Saren rose. Her clawed hand shot out, seizing Elias's wrist in a grip like tempered alloy. Her scales brushed his skin, warm and electric. Protocol Epsilon. 7. She hissed into the dais comm. Abdicate now. The throne blared. Hollow announcers ignited across the Empire net. Queen Saren Keth invokes emergency succession. Chaos erupted. Nobles shouted. Security drones whirred to life. Vera's voice boomed from every speaker. Behold the proof. Forged logs confirm it. The queen consorts with this off-worlder. Treason against the Keth bloodline. Seal the palace. Bulkheads groaned. Exit hatches slammed shut. Red lockdown lights bathed the chamber in blood glow. Saren dragged Elias toward the dais edge. Her tail lashed, knocking aside a lunging guard. Move, human, or we both burn.
Elias twisted free just enough to grab his toolkit. He matched her stride.
Heart pounding. He scanned the chamber. Drones converged. Captain Runetal barked orders from the security cordon, his armored form hesitating, loyal eyes flicking to Saren. They vaulted the dais rail. Saren's claws raked a control glyph on the floor. A seam split open, revealing the maintenance spine. A narrow vertical shaft pulsing with service conduits. Down. She shoved him in first. Elias dropped, boots scraping ladder rungs. The spine reeked of ozone and lubricant. Pipes hissed steam inches from his face. Saren followed, sealing the hatch with a biometric slap. Alarms wailed above. He glanced up. Her silhouette filled the gap, scales glistening under emergency strips. Why me? He grunted, descending faster.
Her voice echoed tight.
You see problems. Solve them. Trust that now. They hit the sublevel junction. Elias wedged his tool into a grate. It popped free. Cool hangar air rushed in. But footsteps echoed from the cross corridor. Patrol drones. Saren pressed against him in the tight space. Her breath warmed his neck, mandibles clicking softly, a Keth sign of resolve. Vera's forgery paints me barren. No heir. She claims the throne by bloodright amendment. Elias nodded, piecing it. Empire law. Queens ruled through fertile lineage. Scandal erased legitimacy. Your archivist Nemi slipped me the coil schematics. Said you'd need an out.
Smart female. Saren's claw grazed his arm, lingering.
She traded secrets for coup-proof. Drones hummed closer. Elias boosted her through the grate. They tumbled into the hangar vault, a cavern of sleek shuttles and repair bays. Lockdown fields shimmered at the main bays, but a side vault gaped open. Her private escape pod, prepped by Nemi's hand. Captain Rune's voice crackled over the vault comm. My queen, stand down. Vera commands my arrest warrant for you both. But I delay the hounds.
Saren punched the pod ramp.
It hissed open. Run. Hold the line. Loyalty binds you still. Affirmative.
Static cut. Elias sprinted aboard.
Consoles lit under his hands. He bypassed the navlock. Human engineering trumping alien seals. Pods hot. But Vera's forging manifests. PalaceNet shows hunter squads vectoring here. Her thigh pressed his in a cockpit squeeze. Forbidden heat flared between them, unspoken. No public claim possible. Human consort damned her rule. Yet here, exile bound, she chose him. The pod lurched. Hangar doors groaned against lockdown. A klaxon screamed. Vera's face hollow flickered on the dash.
Surrender, Saren. Your human pet's logs prove seduction of an envoy.
Empire demands purity. Saren snarled, slamming the evasion yoke.
Purity is loyalty, Vera. Yours fractures now.
Elias routed power to the underbelly cutters. Human ingenuity. Jury-rig pulse to slice the doors. Blue arcs flared. Metal parted. The pod rocketed free into the void. Stars wheeled. Pursuit signatures bloomed on sensors. 3 interceptors. Vera's mark. Saren's claw clamped his shoulder. You saved me twice today. Throne or no, I claim you now. Elias banked hard, dodging a lock-on. Then let's make it stick. Plot a blind jump to the fringe worlds. Nemi's data packet has allies. Together we expose her, but the lead interceptor closed fast. A comm pinged, Rune's signature. Incoming codes. Use them. I'll cover your vector. Shields spiked. The pod blurred into hyperspace. They emerged in uncharted black, safe for now.
Saren unstrapped, pulling him into the dim cabin. Her scales met his skin, bond igniting.
No Empire watched, yet sensors chirped. A shadow vessel hailed? Vera's Vanguard? Or Nemi's Gambit? Saren tensed. Answer it.
Elias hit accept. Chancellor Vera's sneer filled the screen.
Run all you like, outcasts. The hunt begins. The channel died, fresh signatures swarmed their wake. Elias yanked the vault skiff's engine cowling open, sparks bit his gloves. The core hummed dead, refusing to spin. Powers bled dry, he growled. Life support lines are our only juice left.
Saren braced beside him in the cramped cockpit.
Her claws dug into the bulkhead. Pursuit signatures bloomed on the cracked holoscreen. Vera's Vanguard closing fast. Ahead, the derelict vault station's royal turrets whirred to life, barrels tracking their pod's desperate docking clamp. Clamp holds. Sari snapped. Hotwire it now, Elias, or we burn. He traced conduits with a jury-rigged probe. Human ships ran clean grids. Cathari vessels layered failsafes like paranoia. He bypassed the royal lockout, splicing life support cables into the ignition relay. Oxygen recyclers whined in protest. Power surged. The skiff shuddered alive. Thrusters spat blue fire. Elias punched the undock sequence. The pod wrenched free, skiff engines growling low. Saren slid into the pilot throne. Her scales gleamed under emergency reds. Blind jump. Fringe coordinates from Nemi's packet. Elias strapped in. Her scent, ozone, and spice filled the cabin. IFF transponders screaming our position. Override it.
She slammed mandibles together. Claws flew over controls.
Royal codes flashed, then blanked. Identity erased. We are ghosts now. The skiff lurched forward. Derelict turrets spat plasma lances. Elias banked hard. One bolt scorched their flank. Hull groaned. Sensors pinged. A new signature detached from the station. Captain Rune's interceptor wing. 4 sleek hunters peeled off, vectors locking. Run, Saren hissed. Her voice cracked, loyalty warring with betrayal. He follows orders. Still, Elias routed auxiliary power to point defense. Debris field ahead. Use it. The skiff dove into the station's graveyard orbit. Wrecked hulls tumbled ancient war debris from Cathari purges. Collisions pinged off shields. Rune's lead interceptor closed. Surrender Vector Majesty. His comm crackled. Chancellor's decree, treason voids your claim.
Saren's claws whitened on the yoke. Runtal, you swore oath to me.
Not her puppet throne. Static, hissed. Duty demands proof. Land now. Elias glanced at her. Tension etched her frills. He squeezed her thigh. Scaled. Warm. He's buying time. Or testing. Interceptors fanned out. One grazed their tail, disruptor pulse scrambling sensors. The skiff bucked into a spinning freighter husk. Debris cover swallowed them. Shields at 40, Elias called. Key-eyed coolant reserves. Fake a cripple. Dump it. She vectored into denser scrap. Elias vented coolant tanks. Icy fog billowed from aft vents, igniting in-engine exhaust. Flames bloomed, convincing, hot. Pursuit locks shattered. Rune's voice barked over open channel. Fire signature confirmed. She's done. His interceptors peeled off, circling wide. The skiff drifted limp amid the junk.
Saren throttled down to embers. Clever human.
They break pursuit. Elias wiped sweat. Old freighter trick fools sensors like chaff. Her mandibles clicked approval. She unstrapped, pulling him close. Lips, soft ridges, brushed his neck. You turned scrap to salvation. My engineer. My bond. Heat flared between them. He cupped her crest, drawing her scales to his chest. No court eyes, no purity edicts. Her claws raked gentle patterns down his back. Breath mingled, his ragged, hers hissing. Sensors stabilized. Fringe jump plotted. But a shadow pinged. subtle, closing from the debris. Run's wing reformed, Elias said. He pushed her back gently. Not done yet. She snarled, strapping in. Jumped now. Hyperspace swallowed them. Stars stretched to lines. Emergence chime rang clean. Uncharted black. Nemi's fringe beacon pulsing faint. Safe. Elias exhaled. Saren's claw found his hand. Veyra's hunt spreads. But we have allies.
Tell us!
He patched the packet. Schematics unfolded. Hidden outposts, smuggler lanes, Chancellor's bribe logs, proof of her coup. Archivist buried deep, Elias said. We broadcast this. Her purity myth crumbles. Saren's frills flared pride. You see patterns like no Cathari. We expose her together. Proximity alert shrieked. A vessel dropped from jump shadow. Veyra's mark, Vanguard cruiser. Lock-ons painted their hull. She's predicted us. Saren breathed. Elias boosted engines. Vault skiffs got teeth. Armed the cutters. Twin blades extended from the belly, humming lethal. The cruiser loomed. Guns hot. Runs calm pierced again. Majesty, vector clear. My interceptors draw her fire. Go. Interceptors screamed past, trading shots with the Vanguard. Run's lead ship bloomed orange, hit, but pressing. Saren's eyes widened.
He turns. Jump again, Elias urged. Blind to Nemi's next mark. She overrode IFF once more.
But the cruiser fired. Disruptor waves slammed them. Controls flickered. Elias dove under the console. Rerouting again. Hold her steady. Sparks flew. He bridged nav core to backups. Ship stabilized. Run's voice cut through chaos.
Debris vector confirmed. Veyra's blind.
Escape window, now. Saren banked into fresh scrap. Elias dumped secondary coolant.
Pursuit faltered. Jump primed.
Her claw gripped his shoulder. Run gambles his life. Loyalty holds. They jumped. Black deepened. Emergence, a glittering fringe depot. Nemi's signal strong. Dock lights beckoned, but scans lit up. Chancellor's intercept fleet massed at the jump lane. Veyra's sneer echoed in archived threats. She's one step ahead, Elias muttered. Rune second. Betrayal layered. Elias armed the skiff's stealth shroud.
We slip in. Claim the proof.
Docking clamps engaged. Depot airlock hissed open. Figures waited, cloaked, armed. Nemisar stepped forward. Data vault in claws. Queen's ghosts arrive. Veyra's noose tightens. A shot cracked from shadows. Rune's second lunged, blade drawn. Elias tackled him. Fists flew. Human brawler's strength cracked exoshell. The traitor slumped. Saren's guards swarmed. Nemi nodded respect. Human envoy fights like Corborn. Practical, Elias grunted, hauling up. Where's the broadcast rig? Deep in depot vaults, hollows flickered alive. Veyra's bribe scrolled. Purity fraud. Throne theft. Empire hears truth. But alarms wailed. Fleet breached the fringe. Guns spun up on approach vectors. Rune's damaged interceptor docked hard. He staggered in, bleeding iridescent. Majesty. I bring defection. But Veyra leads personally. Her mandibles parted shock. Claw extended. Stand with us, Captain. Shh. He knelt. Always. Sensor screamed. Veyra's flagship dropped in, point blank. Turrets locked.
It's live. Empire. Seize.
Plasma fire raked the depot. Hulls bucked. Saren yanked Elias toward a hidden shuttle. We run. Rally the loyal. Run covered their evacuation. Nemi fed final codes. Shuttle engines roared. They punched out amid explosions. Veyra's voice boomed fleet-wide. But broadcasts spread. Purity cracked. Shuttle bucked through debris clouds. Elias gripped the crash harness as Saren's claws danced over the console. Alarms blared. Veyra's fleet closed fast. Autopilot engage.
Saren's mandibles clicked. Her biometric pad glowed blue against iridescent scales.
Chains of code locked in. Her blood signature only. No overrides. The cockpit bay hatch slammed shut. Seals hissed. Elias pounded the panel. Queen, open up. Her voice crackled through the intercom. Secure, Elias Vance. You fly blind now. Dim lights flickered, rations lockers, toolkits, a single mid-station. No weapons, no exit. The skiff, Her hidden escape craft hurtled into the fringe void. Sensors showed Vera's hunters vectoring pursuit. Elias unstrapped. He yanked open the ration locker first. Protein bars. 12 human-sized, 20 alien nutrient packs. Water reserves. Half tank. Recycler hummed weak. He punched in diagnostics. Efficiency at 32%.
Sloppy.
He ripped the panel off the recycler. Wires sparked. Elias traced the flow. Alien design. Efficient for their biology. Wasteful for mixed crew. He rerouted the filtration loop. Human field mod. Triple output cut waste by 60%. Schedule rewritten. Endurance jumped from 3 cycles to 9. Done. He slapped the panel shut. We stretched this to the outer rims. Sarian's silhouette loomed beyond the viewport slit. No response. The skiff dove into an asteroid belt. Rocks pinged hull plating.
Elias paced the bay. 2 meters by 3.
Cockpit sealed tight. Trust? She dragged him into exile, but locked him like cargo. Fine. Treat it like a problem. Hours blurred.
Engines drone steady.
He inventoried again. Medkit stocked for her kind, coagulant gels, scale sealants. His own arm throbbed from depot brawl. Bruised, not broken.
Hatch unsealed. Saren staggered in.
Iridescent blood seeped from a gash under her thorax plate. Plasma graze from evac. She waved him off. Pilot reports clear. Sleep cycle. Elias grabbed the medkit. Sit. Her compound eyes narrowed. Human triage unnecessary. Royal physiology. Leaks like a sieve right now. He blocked her path. Practical. No debate. Sit or bleed out in 4 hours. Mandibles flexed. She lowered onto the bench. Elias worked fast. Cleaned the wound with recycler water. Alien blood shimmered, viscous. He applied sealant. Human trick. Layered it with pressure tape from his envoy kit. Stemmed the flow. Saren hissed through the sting. You presume much, envoy. Practical. He tied off the bandage. Tight. Secure? Oath time? Her claw pinned his wrist. Strength like powered alloy. To me, Empire's ghost queen. No betrayal. Those eyes. The set's shifting purple to gold. Forbidden. The bond that cracked purity laws. He pulled a data slate from his vest. Oaths, vague. Contracts last. She released him. Contract? He activated the slate. Typed fast. Mission parameters. Rally loyalists. Expose Vera's fraud. Survival first. His skills. Engineering. Diplomacy. Her assets. Codes. Intel. Signatures biometric. No exit clauses. Sign. He extended it. Saren scanned the text. Clause hovered. You reduce throne to bargain? Thrones fall. Deals endure. Elias tapped the pad. Vea hunts proof of us. This, deniable. Loyal. Her mandible grazed the scanner. Green lock. Elias signed next. Human thumbprint sealed it. Partners. He stowed the slate. Now course. Outer depot chain. Saren rose. Tested the bandage. It held. But Vera's spies infest. Sensors pinged. Shadow on scopes. Elias lunged for the aux console. Bogey. Closing fast. Skiff shuddered. Interceptor drone latched. Grapples bit hull. Saren snarled.
Boarders. Elias grabbed a hydro spanner. Heavy.
Improvised club. Hatch breach alarms wailed.
Vera's voice boomed from the drone link. Surrender. The human pet. Saren. Purity demands it. Never. Saren armed the bay defenses. Blaster turrets whirred. Boarders cut through. 3 armored figures. Court enforcers. Blades gleamed. First one breached. Elias swung. Spanner cracked exoshell. Human shoulders. Dense muscle. Drove it home. Enforcer crumpled. Sarian's blaster barked. Second down. Thorax ventilated. Third lunged at her. Claw slashed her arm guard. Elias tackled low. Legs wrapped. Human grapple hold. He twisted. Slammed the head against deck plating. Crack. Still. Saren stared. Your strength, unnatural.
Practical.
Elias hauled the body aside. Jim Habit. Cut the grapples. She punched overrides. Drone detached. Skiff lurched free. They panted in the bay. Her claw brushed his shoulder. Brief. Electric. Contract holds.
Elias nodded. Scopes cleared.
But more shadows gathered. Vera's net tightened. Days ground on. Rations dwindled smart. Recycler purred triple output. Elias tweaked engines next. Boosted evasion burns. Saren plotted jumps, her biometrics chaining every navlock. No one flew without her. Night cycles, she watched him work. Why risk this? Humans abandon lost causes, seen empires crack before. Yours needs fixing. I'm good at that. Her mandibles softened. Forbidden. Call it loyalty. He wiped sweat. Human endurance, steady burn. Proximity wore thin. Bay too small. Her scent, ozone and spice filled it. Touches accidental. Claw on arm. His hand steadying her sway. One cycle, wound check. Elias peeled the bandage. Scar knit clean. Human field medicine. Seals faster than gels. Sarian's eyes held his. You force trust. Can't survive without it. He repacked the kit. Sensors screamed again. Fleet signatures. Vera closed the noose. Incoming tight beam. Saren patched it through. Runtal's voice. Grainy. Majesty.
Interceptor holds.
I draw fire. Coordinates inbound. Nemi sends proof vault. Vera's full ledgers.
Static. Explosion rumble.
Rune. Saren's claws dug deck.
He defects true. Fringe outpost. Risky. We link up. Rally. Skiff dove. Fighters swarmed. Elias manned guns. Human reflexes. Precise bursts. 2 down. Saren whooped. Alien trill. You fight like core-born berserker. Practical. Plasma scorched past. Outpost loomed. Ruins. Rune's ship wrecked against it. No signal. Docking clamps engaged. Airlock cycled. Ruins waited. Dark, trap laid. Together.
Saren chained the autopilot anew, her blood only.
Locked him in? No. She gripped his arm. Partners enter.
They breached. Shadows stirred.
Blaster fire cracked. Rune staggered from gloom. Bleeding worse. Majesty. Ledger's here. But Vera's vanguard. Minutes out. Nemi's voice echoed from a hidden terminal. Proof uploads. Empire fractures. Hold. Footsteps thundered. Enforcers poured in. Vera's elite. Saren raised blaster. Elias flanked. Spanner ready. Loyalty clashed. Blades rang. Elias cracked 2 shells. Saren's shots felled 3. Rune guarded flank, roaring defiance. But numbers swelled. Vera's shuttle dropped outside. Her silhouette in the hatch. Yield, out Vera's voice sliced through the chaos. Yield, outcast. Your throne is ash. Blaster bolts scorched the air. Elias dove behind a crumpled pillar. Spanner gripped like a club. Saren fired back, her shots precise, dropping an enforcer mid-stride. Rune slumped against the wall, blood pooling from his gut wound. He clutched a data shard. Ledgers. Secure them. Nemi's terminal blinked. Upload complete. Proof streamed to Elias's wristpad. Vera's forged succession logs, timestamps doctored to paint Saren as illegitimate. Empire shattering. Enforcers advanced, shells cracking stone. Elias lunged, spanner smashing a visor. The alien crumpled. Human grip strength. Unyielding. Sarian's trill cut sharp. Flank left. He rolled, fired his scavenged pistol. 2 down. Her eyes met his. Fierce, grateful. No time for more. Vera stepped forward. Robes, swirling. The human taints you. Treason ends here. Rune roared. Hurled a grenade. Explosion rocked the chamber. Debris buried 3 enforcers. Go. Outpost vault sealed. My blood key. Saren hauled Rune up. Elias covered retreat. They burst through a side hatch into the outpost's underbelly tunnels. Alarms wailed. Vea's shuttle engines thrummed overhead. Skiff waited. Clamps disengaged. Elias punched engines. Craft shuddered free. Fighters peeled off pursuit. Vera's frigate loomed, but Run's interceptor drew fire. Vanishing in plasma blooms, Saren chained the helm. Her claws brushed Elias's hand. You fight as if born to it. Engineered response. He plotted evasive.
Asteroid belt fringe. Hideout cluster. Salvage heaven.
Skiff burrowed into a hollowed rock. Airlock sealed. Silence fell. Rune wheezed on the deck. Ledgers partial. Nemi holds full vault. Succession core. Vera's forgery proves it. Saren nodded. Mandibles tight. We need unedited logs. Proof my line holds. Elias unpacked his kit. Shipboard engineer. Crises were puzzles. Dead comband viable? Legacy freaks ghost unmonitored. She lashed her tail. Affirmative flick. Risky, but Veyra closes net.
Run grunted.
I vectored decoys.
By hours, he dragged to Aux console, punched codes. His ship ghosted away, loyalty carved in action. Saren crouched by the relic calm, a palm-sized relic from pre-Empire Wars. Deadband, supposedly inert. She keyed it live. Archivist Nem Isar, Queen Saren Keth. Legacy Channel Alpha 9. Respond. Elias worked beside her, salvage parts arrayed, fried sensor arrays, power cells, optic fibers from the skiff's battered hull. Tight beam relay needed now. Masked burst or Veyra's sniffers triangulated them. Nimi's voice pierced haze. Majesty? Impossible. Court declares you void. Unedited succession logs. Vault Prime. Veyra forges legitimacy. Your ledgers confirm. Pause stretched. Footsteps echoed on Nemi's end. Palace archives? Proof first. My neck stretches.
Elias soldered circuits. Relay coalesced. Compact dish. Phased array for tight beam punch.
Mask it in meteor telemetry, standard fringe clutter. Empire scanners dismissed rocks as noise. Human ingenuity. Jury rig what aliens discarded. Relay ready.
He slotted it into Skiff's dorsal port.
Console lit. Burst window. 10 seconds. Trim synced com. Forgery stamps. Data flowed. Nemi's ping. Veyra's hidden ledgers. Bribes to forge Saren's bloodline. Empire Council bought. Illegitimacy smear to justify coup. Elias's pad chimed. Downloaded. Solid. Timestamps irrefutable.
Nemi demanded. Extraction coordinates. I trade secrets for life.
Veyra purges next. Saren hesitated. Her crest flattened. Queenly poise cracked. Elias saw it. Gamble thrown for truth. For them. Fringe Outpost Gamma 7. Run preps.
Confirmed. Nemi cut link.
Relay powered down. Mask engaged. Burst logged as errant meteor ping. Elias leaned back. Sweat stung. Saren's gaze lingered. Close quarters amplified it. Her scaled warmth inches away. Forbidden pull. Human. Alien. Empire. Taboo. She couldn't claim him publicly. Bloodlines forbade. Yet her tail curled near his boot. Trust forged in fire. You build miracles from scrap. Her voice softened, claws tracing his wrist pad. Humans persist. Practical. He met her eyes, golden slits dilating. Heat rose, but sensors pinged. Weak at first, then insistent. Rune stirred, burst traced. My old command, Hunter Frigate Vectors. I masked pour. Saren's mandibles snapped, loyalty tests. Elias checked scopes, signatures bloomed. Veyra's noose.
Fleet inbound.
But wrist pad buzzed. Incoming tight beam. Rune signature. Saren patched through. No time. Hideout breached soon. Earlier evasion replayed in Elias's mind. Outpost rally planned. Proof secured, but cost mounting. Saren gripped his arm. Partners hold.
He nodded. Repacked kit fast.
Engines hot. Sensors screamed again. Fleet signatures hardened. Veyra closed.
Incoming tight beam. Elias called. Saren patched it.
Rune's voice, grainy. Majesty. Interceptor holds. I draw fire. Coordinates inbound. Nemi sends proof vault. Veyra's full ledgers. Static surged. Explosion rumbled distant.
Rune. Saren whispered. Claws dug deck plating.
He defects true.
Fringe outpost. Risky nexus.
We link. Rally.
Skiff. Dove from rock. Fighters swarmed. Frigate spawned. Human reflexes snapped. Precise bursts shredded drives. 2 fighters spiraled, venting atmosphere. Saren whooped, alien trill echoing. You fight like core-born berserker. Practical. Plasma grazed hull. He adjusted downed third. Outpost loomed. Ruins pocked by ancient wars. Runs interceptor. Wrecked against docking spire. No signal. Clamps engaged. Airlock cycled. Ruins yawned dark. Trap laden. Elias gripped spanner. Together. Saren chained autopilot. Her blood scan only. Trust sealed. She gripped his arm.
Partners. Enter. They breached shadows.
Blaster cracked. Rune staggered from gloom. Bleeding rivers. Majesty. Ledgers here. Veyra's vanguard. Minutes. Nimi's voice echoed from hidden terminal.
Proof uploads. Empire fractures.
Hold.
Footsteps thundered.
Enforcers poured. Veyra's elite, shells gleaming. Sari raised blaster. Elias flanked, spanner ready. Loyalty clashed steel, blades rang. Elias cracked 2 shells. Human swing brute force. Sarian's shots felled 3. Queen's aim lethal. Run guarded flank, roaring. Number swelled. Veyra's shuttle dropped outside. Silhouette filled hatch. Yield outcast. The human dies with you. Elias's pulse hammered. Proof burned in his pad. Truth weaponized. Sari's tail brushed his leg. Bond unbreakable. He smashed forward. Spanner met shell. Enforcer reeled. Saren covered bolt-searing armor. Run tossed shard. Full vault. Succession pure. Your blood rains. Veyra laughed cold. Lies. Forge burns brighter. Elias dodged bolt. Countered with pistol. Hit. 1 less. But Enforcer circled. Rune charged. Vibroblade flashing. Gut wound slowed him. Still felled 2. Saren pulled Elias back. Terminal extract Nemi remote.
He slammed console.
Elias slammed the console. Sparks flew. Data streams surged into his pad. Ledgers, forged seals. Veyra's coup blueprint. Nemi's voice crackled through. Extract complete. They're sealing the vault. Blaster fire chewed the walls. Enforcers advanced, shells glinting under emergency strobes. Saren's bolt vaporized one's visor. Elias rolled left, spanner cracking another's knee joint. Human leverage snapped alien alloy. The Enforcer crumpled. Run roared from the flank. His vibroblade sheared a helmet. Blood slicked his gut wound, but he held.
Array access, upper level. Buy time.
Saren grabbed Elias's arm. Her scales rasped his skin. Trust and grip. Rig it. Decoy signatures.
Scada Veyra's hounds.
No words needed. He bolted for the access ladder, pad tucked secure. Footsteps pounded behind. Saren covered, her tail lashing Enforcers aside.
Queen's strength felled 2 more. He climbed.
Ruins groaned. Ancient struts twisted by old wars. Upper level. Comm array hub. Dish relays pulsing faint blue. Power flickered. Elias pried a panel. Wires snarled like vines. Enforcers breached below. Blasts echoed. Runes bellow cut short. Clang of shell on shell. Elias worked fast. Shipboard habits kicked in. He spliced human jury rig to alien grid. Boosted output. Fed decoy code from his pad. Ghost signatures, fake queen beacons blooming across 3 sectors. Keth loyalists, phantom fleets. Veyra's trackers would chase shadows. Array hummed. Broadcast live. Sectors lit up on his readout. Distractions deployed.
Done! Elias yelled down. Saren's voice rose.
Vault clear. Nemi, show yourself.
He dropped back. Enforcers retreated, shuttle engines whining outside.
Veyra's silhouette vanished into dust. Rune slumped against bulkhead, blade dripping.
Minutes bought. Saren scanned shadows. Nemi.
Face me. A panel hissed. Archivist, Nemi Sar emerged. Robes tattered, data crystal, clutched. Her multifaceted eyes darted. Majesty. Proof secured. Veyra's vanguard, footsteps scraped from her shadow. Assassin lunged, court blade poisoned, aimed for Saren's throat. Black hood, elite kill mark on vambrace. Bloodline ender. Saren twisted. Blade grazed scales. Elias charged. Spanner met assassin's wrist. Crack. Human brute force disarmed. Nemi froze. He insisted. Assassin spun, kicked Elias back. Corridor narrowed. Airlock ahead. Elias dodged, grabbed bulkhead lever. Outpost traps remembered. Cycle loops for hull breaches. He yanked. Airlock sealed halfway. Assassin barreled in. Elias slapped override. Loop engaged, doors cycling endless. No outer seal. Assassin pounded panels. Klaxons wailed. Saren dragged Nemi clear. Elias, end it. He nodded. Corridor vents hissed open. Atmo rushed out. Vacuum bite. Assassin clawed glass, eyes bulging. No suit.
Freeze took him. Corpse floated limp.
Elias sealed vents. Air cycled back. Silence, ring. Saren holstered blaster. Turned to Nemi. Her tail coiled tight, Queen's discipline cracking. You brought death. Nemi knelt. Crystal thrust forward. To save Empire. Veyra's forgery. Your succession. Erased. I smuggled truth. Assassin. Ensured silence. Rune growled, blade raised. Execute her. Saren's gaze locked Nemi's. Moments stretched. Queen weighed loyalty.
No. You risked all.
She took crystal, slotted into pad. Files bloomed, Veyra's bribes, troop shifts, bloodline slanders, ironclad. Carry this off-world. Sarian pressed duplicate crystal into Nemi's palm. Broadcast from neutral relay. Loyalists rally. Majesty Exile. Saren glanced at Elias. Her hand brushed his. Hidden claim. Empire fractures without truth. Go. Nemi rose, nodded, slipped into side passage, escape route lit. Run spat blood. Risky. Court hunts bloodlines. Elias checked pad. Decoys held. 3 sectors buzzing false pings. Shuttle prepped. Autopilot locked to your scan. We ghost out. Saren gripped his shoulder. Scales warm against fatigue.
Partners, they hauled run.
Corridor twisted toward docking spire. Ruins whispered. Traps dormant.
Outside, Theyra's shuttle scarred Earth, but enforcers scattered. Airlock cycled. Spire loomed. Wrecked interceptor fused to theirs. Clamps groaned free. Boarding ramp sealed. Elias punched cords. Outer rim fringe. No man worlds. Engines thrummed. Moon shrank. Saren chained controls. Her blood only. Bond sealed. Rune bandaged gut. Theyra claims thrown by dawn. Proof must land. Elias monitored scopes. Pursuit ghosts chased decoys. Human fix held. Saren leaned close, voice low. You trapped death like a glitch. Human ingenuity. He shrugged.
Engineering solvable.
Her tail brushed his leg. Private promise. Forbidden but steel. Hyperspace jumped. Stars streaked. But scopes pinged. Single shadow trailed. Veyra's elite hunter. Not fooled. Rune stiffened. They came for data. Someone else came to end the bloodline. Elias gripped spanner. Next fix waited. Saren's eyes met his. Loyalty weaponized. Empire hunted, but bond endured. Shuttle dove into void. Chase ignited. Veyra's voice crackled open channel. Outcast. Human taint ends here. Elias rerouted power. Weapons hot. Not today. Blasts exchanged. Hull shuddered. Saren fired precise Queen's aim shredded pursuer's engine. Hunter spun. Exploded silent. Clear, but alerts blared. Deeper, scan-boarded drone inbound.
Assassin's kin! Elias vented forward bay!
Drone crushed. Saren pulled him from console. Lips brushed scales to skin. Stolen moment.
Run chuckled weak. Bloodline lives.
Fringe loomed. Exile worlds beckoned. Hidden claims. Proof raced ahead with Nemi. Empire teetered. Veyra's web unraveled. But court whispers grew. More hunters massed. Elias plotted course. Human grit met Queen's gamble. Together, unbreakable. Shuttle slipped nets. Love collided with Empire. Loyalty's blade cut deepest. Drift stations flickered ahead. Safe harbor? Scanners lied. Ambush bloomed. Veyra's vanguard. Full wing. Engines? Screamed Max. Saren armed torpedoes. For us. Elias locked targets. All in. Firefight erupted. Shells cracked. Void. 1 down. 2. Run manned turret. Hold! Proximity klaxon wailed. Collision course. Elias rolled ship. Human reflexes dodged killshot. Saren's volley gutted lead fighter. Wing scattered.
Paper window. Opened. A punch through.
Safe. For now.
Saren exhaled.
Hand in his. Exile suits you. He smiled. Partners forever. Empire burned behind. New path forged. But Nemi's signal, faint. Jammed? Trouble brewed. Loyalty tested anew. Ceri's claws danced across the skiff's comm panel. Elias gripped the co-pilot's armrest as the transmission burst into the void. Forged documents, Theyra's seals cracked wide open. Proof of the Chancellor's coup flooded Imperial channels. Done, she said. Her voice cut sharp, no tremor. Now the renunciation. Elias watched her scale-flecked hand hover over the final command. The Queen's faceplate gleamed under console glow. She signed it with a blood prick. Ancient rite digitized for the stars. Her throne, abdicated. Civil war starved before birth. The skiff shuddered. Hyper exit complete. Stars snapped back into focus. Nemi's signal, Elias said. He patched it through. Static hissed, then jammed bursts. She's pinned. Veyra's closing the net.
Saren's crest flattened. We end this.
Elias leaned forward. Send me back. Alone. I'm the witness they can't touch. Human envoy, neutral. I'll testify. Drag Veyra into the light, her eyes locked on his. Golden slits narrowed. No.
You saved your people. Let me...
A single claw swipe. Data purged in a flash of red error codes. Burned. You stay.
Saren. Empire hunts the human taint.
She pressed close, scales brushing his flight suit. Claim you publicly, I die. Lose you, I break. We exile together. Rune stirred from the medbay alcove. Bandages wrapped his torso, but his grip steadied on the turret controls. Sensors ping. My old command ship. Closing fast. Rune's cruiser loomed, weapons primed. Blockade formation. Captain Rune Tall, Saren broadcasted. Voice amplified, royal timbre laced with steel. Stand down. The cruiser halted. Point blank. Torpedoes hot. Run's face flickered on screen. Scarred jaw set. My queen, duty demands your capture. Treason proof. Lies, she snapped. Veyra's forgeries transmit empire-wide. You saw the archives. Nemi's data backs it. Rune's eyes flicked. Conflict etched his scales. Chancellor's orders bind the fleet. I command you. Saren rose, filling the pickup. Crest flared full, unmistakable authority.
By blood right you swore to me, not her.
Stand down, or treason stains your house. Silence, stretched. Elias held breath. Human reflexes itched for evasive burn, but one twitch meant slaughter. Run's shoulders dropped. Bloodline endures. He keyed override. Cruisers peeled away. Clear skies. Sarian exhaled. Launch. Elias punched engines. Skiff surged into unclaimed space. Fringe voids. No beacons. No law. Drift stations blurred past. Ghost signals from outlaw worlds. Rune slumped back. Veyra massed more. They'll hunt.
Saren slid beside Elias. Her hand covered his on the throttle.
Warmth seeped through glove. We build anew. Elias glanced at her. Queen no more, but fire undimmed. He nodded. Course set. Hidden claim, Nemi's marker. Alarms wailed anew. Rear scanners lit. Veyra's vanguard, full wing, faster skiffs.
They punched Hyper too late. Arm weapons, Elias said.
Fingers flew, rerouting power. Human engineering hacks bypassed safeties. Torpedoes hot. Shields doubled. Saren manned guns. Precise bursts shredded the lead pursuer's flank. Explosion bloomed silent. Rune grunted, hauling to auxiliary turret. Flank them. Elias rolled the skiff. Shells cracked hull plating, near miss. He dodged on instinct, years of shipyard drills kicking in. Human reflexes, Saren murmured. Awe edged her voice. Aliens prized strategy. Humans survived chaos. 1 down. 2. Veyra's wing tightened noose. Proximity klaxon screamed. Elias vented plasma burst. Fate engine signature. Decoys drew fire.
Saren's volley gutted another. Hyper window!
Rune barked. Elias locked it. Skiff screamed through. Stars warped. Safe.
For a heartbeat, Saren pulled him from the seat.
Lips scales to skin brushed fierce. We fight as one. Elias cupped her crest. Always.
Royalty's blade cuts deep, but alive. Loyalty's blade cuts deep.
Drift stations flickered ahead. Nemi's signal strengthened, then cut. Jam broken? Or trap? Elias scanned. Anomalies spiked.
Ambush bloomed. Veyra's elite boarders, drones inbound.
Boarding pods, Saren hissed. They want us alive, for show trial. Elias sealed bulkheads. Rune-armed shot grenades, my queen. Partner, she corrected. Claws gripped Elias's arm. Trust sealed in fire. Pods latched. Breaches hissed. Intruders poured. Veyra's fanatics, blades drawn. Elias grabbed pulse rifle. Human aim steady, burst dropped 2. Saren's plasma whip cracked. 3 more felled. Rune's turret chewed corridors. They fought back to back. Elias patched wounds mid-firefight, field medic quick. Saren marveled, her strikes lethal poetry. Last border fell. Silence. Hull groaned. Skiff limped toward Nemi's haven, an exile outpost, hidden archives. Docking clamps engaged. Airlock cycled. Nemi waited inside, scales pale. Proof delivered. Vera exposed, but she flees to core worlds. Coup splinters. Saren stepped forward. Empire saved. By walking away. Hand brushed hers. Forbidden no more, but Nemi's eyes darted. One catch. Run's fleet. Half-turned. Vera claims your renunciation fake. They demand blood. Massive shadow eclipsed the station. Vera's flagship. Weapons locked.
Saren's crest flared. We hold.
Elias rerouted station power. Human grit fused with Queen's gamble. Drones launched. Firefight reignited. Rune patched comms. Incoming loyalists. Hold the line. Explosions rocked the void. Loyalty fractured empires. Their bond? Unbreakable steel. Sarian fired first shot. Together, they carved path forward. Archives safe. Go fringe awaits. Skiff detached. Hyper spooled. Vera's barrage grazed. Hull breached, but they punched free. Deeper fringe. Lawless worlds beckoned. Claims hidden. Alliances forged in shadow.
Saren leaned into Elias. Exile suits us.
He smiled. Partners. Forever. But rear sensors pinged faint. One pursuer clung. Assassin's kin. Relentless. Empire's ghost haunted. Loyalty's true test loomed. Elias gripped the skiff's engineering console. Sparks flew from exposed conduits. The hull breach hissed behind him, patched with emergency foam. He yanked a power relay free and jury-rigged it to the hyperdrive coils. Status? Saren's voice cut through the red-lit cabin. She stood at the tactical station, her crest pulsing faint blue, one clawed hand steadied against the bulkhead. Hyperdrive stable, barely.
Elias welded the relay in place. His multi-tool hummed.
Converting this rust bucket to a long-range courier. Fuel cells rerouted. We'll skim dissident systems, fringe jumps only. No core lanes. She nodded, her golden eyes locked on rear sensors. That ghost pursuer trailed, a dagger-shaped Corvette matching their burn. Systems purred to life. He plotted the route, Nemi's hidden depot to the Verath belt, then blockade worlds starving under Vera's embargo. Dissident signals blinked green. Pockets of loyalty waiting. Done.
He spun his chair. We ghost through the black.
Hit supply caches. Arm the holdouts. Saren's scales shimmered as she leaned closer. Her scent. Ozone and spice filled the tight space. Vera moves first. Bounty decree incoming. Empire channels flood with it now. Elias checked comms. Holoscreens erupted. Traitor Queen Saren Keth. Bounty. 10 million creds. Dead or alive. Proof of renunciation demanded. Vera's face sneered from the feed. Her robes imperial crimson. Saren's claws flexed.
She activated a secure burst link.
Nemi. Leak the Chancellor's ledgers. Full exposure. Coalition fractures now. Precise taps on the console. Royal codes flowed. Traded secrets from the archives. Mimi's reply pinged instant. Done. Vera's allies bolt. Half her fleet defects. The skiff shuddered. Pursuer fired. Plasma grazed the shields. Elias banked hard. They're closing. Evasive pattern alpha.
Saren strapped in. Neutral enclave ahead.
Kalis station. I negotiate asylum. You fly. He punched the comms. Kalis control, this is freelance courier Sierra Vox. Request docking. Priority medical. Static crackled. A gravelly voice replied. Codes? Saren leaned into the mic. Her voice shifted. Command laced with velvet. Royal override Zeta 9. Queen Saren barters sanctuary for enclave defense pacts. Verwath routes open to your traders. Silence stretched. Elias dodged another shot. Granted, control barked. Bay 3. Weapons cold, docking clamps locked. Airlock cycled. Elias grabbed his kit. Med scans and faber printer stocked. Saren exited first, her posture regal despite the rags. Enclave wardens met them. Scaled sentries in gray armor. Tails coiled. Lead warden eyed Saren. Queen. Exiled. Self-exiled. She extended a data crystal. Codes grant you Imperial trade exemptions. Vera's blockade crumbles. Join us. Warden scanned it. Eyes widened. Sanctuary yours for 3 cycles. No more.
Elias stayed back, scanning the bay. Human normal. He cataloged weak points, power flows.
Saren sealed the deal with a claw grip pact. Back aboard, alarms wailed. Rear sensors lit. Pursuer matched orbit. Vera's assassin Ken, boarding drones deploying. They're on us. We bolt. Saren fired retros. Not yet. Pact first. She pulled him to the central console. Her hand covered his. Warm. Scaled. Shared command, you engineer paths. I forge alliances. Empire falls to us together.
Pulse quickened.
He clasped her hand. No secrets. We end Vera. Pack sealed. Hyperdrive spooled. Skiff punched free, drones exploding in their wake. Dawn cycle broke. Elias loaded the hold. Printed med packs, nutrient bars fabbed from Enclave recyclers. Saren coordinated via burst link.
Run's loyalists converge. Aid run to blockade world Epsilon.
4. Starving colonies there. Vera's test case. He checked manifests. Route set. Dissident jumps chain us through. Human trick. Micro jumps confuse trackers.
Saren's crest flared approval. Your grit baffles them.
My leaks sow chaos. Void swallowed Kalis. Elias piloted tight, skimming asteroid fields, ghosting nebulae. Pursuer fell back, outmatched. Epsilon, 4 loomed, ringed by Vera's pickets. World choked in embargo dust. Scans showed riots. Power blackouts. Drop point. Southern pole vault. Shields low. We skim, dump payloads, ghost out.
Saren armed the launchers.
Dissidents, signal ready. Runs half fleet en route. Our window.
Pickets pinged them. Halt!
Imperial blockade. Relief drone. Humanitarian. Warnings escalated. Missiles inbound. Launch. Saren triggered payloads. Crates rained. Meds. Fabbers. Power cells. Surface receivers locked on. Pickets fired. Skiff bucked. Elias rolled evasive. One missile clipped. Secondary explosion rocked them. Shields critical. He dumped inert mass, buying seconds. Aid delivered. Rise now. Ground fire answered. Blockade ships lit by rebel beams. Chaos bloomed, hyper-spooled. They jumped. Clean into dissident net. Safe. Elias slumped. Saren bandaged his singed arm. Her touch lingered. First run success. He grinned. Vera's map cracks. She pressed close. Lips brushed his neck. Human alien spark. Our move changes it all. Comms burst. Nemi's voice. Leak hit core. Vera's coalition shatters. Rune defects full. But she rallies fanatics. Bounty doubles. One ship shadows your route. Sensors confirmed. Ghost pursuer reformed. Upgraded. Relentless. Saren's eyes hardened. Test comes. Elias gripped controls. Loyalty's blade sharpened. The edge that cut empires.